תודה לכם.
תודה. נשיא המדינה, יצחק הרצוג, ולצידו נשיא פולין, מובילים היום יום הזיכרון לשואה ולגבורה את מצעד החיים בפולין. השנה מציין המצעד שמתקיים בין מחנות ההשמדה אושוויץ ובירקנאו 80 שנה לשחרור מחנות ההשמדה ולסיומה של מלחמת העולם השנייה, לצד דמויות בולטות מישראל ומהעם היהודי. גם ידידי ישראל באו והצטרפו השנה לצועדים. אחד מהם הוא איש העסקים ההודי סמיר קוסלה, הוא יושב ראש Dynamic Staffing Services, תאגיד כוח אדם הודי ענקי שמעסיק לא מעט עובדים זרים גם כאן אצלנו בישראל. כעת הוא מצטרף אלינו לשידור מפולין. Mr. Kosla, thank you for joining our broadcast this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Sir, what motivated you as an Indian business leader to participate in the March of Living between Birkenau and Auschwitz this year?
My association with Israel started in November 2023, which is the first time I've been in Israel in my life. Since that time to now, we have sent 4,000 people from India to Israel. We have maybe more than 70 clients. I've met 300 Israelis. I've been in their houses for Shabbat. I've met their families and their grandparents. And from them, I start to learn about the story, about their families, where they came from, and the histories. And while in India, we have no history of anti-Semitism or systemic discrimination, I realized how limited my knowledge was about the Holocaust. And when I was given an opportunity to come to this march and to learn and have education about what happened here, I brought my wife, my daughter, and we are here expressing solidarity with our friends and for the people who have been lost needlessly. And we really feel a part of the story. And your question was what really motivated me. I too am the descendant of a refugee. I too am the descendant of a person whose family was discriminated against due to religion. We had to flee from Pakistan and move to India. And the story really touched our hearts. And we came here for a better understanding with our friends and to express solidarity with them.
Yes. As someone who employs people here in Israel, what message do you hope to bring back to your team after experiencing this Holocaust commemoration?
It's a very good question because it's so overwhelming to be here. It is such an emotional experience for us. The main message that I bring back is that even ordinary people can become part of something extraordinary and commit atrocities. Lives can be lost. This is the sad and negative part of our histories. It can survive. We have here with us a member who lost everybody but one member of his family, and now they have recreated the family in Israel. So there's also a positive story of rebuilding, growth, and flourishing yet once again after such a catastrophe. This is the message I would like to bring back, that there is hope, and we must always be aware just because this happened many years ago doesn't mean it will not happen again.
Now, having spoken before about cultural connections between India and Israel in businesses, has visiting these Holocaust sites giving you new perspectives on these relationships?
Indeed, it actually has given me a very deep insight into the threads that create the communities of our people, because there are many common stories between us, even though we are geographically so far apart, and we're from different cultures, different ethnicities. It's amazing once you sit down and listen to the stories of the families. When I told my story to the grandmother of one of my friends, she laughed and said, "The story of your family is a Jewish story." So we're not so far apart. And this is what I realized. We're all humans, and this is the story of mankind. We're all together in this, and we must come together to stop these kind of things happening again in the future. We must build tolerance. We must build acceptance.
Mr. Kosla, on a more personal level, how has walking through Auschwitz, Birkenau, witnessing the sites of Holocaust atrocities affected you personally? What feelings, what thoughts will you carry with you from this experience today?
All of us have seen Hollywood movies about the Holocaust. And these movies leave you with some momentary emotionality. And coming to Auschwitz makes this experience real. I'm standing here very close to block number 11, where one of the delegates of my group, the grandmother, was here as a young girl. And walking through these blocks with people who have suffered from this, one starts to realize that this is a very real story. And personally, for me, I was most affected. There was an exhibit in one of the blocks where they show the hair, which was shaved off from the interns here at Auschwitz. And it really made my wife and daughter very emotional, because seeing the shoes and the luggage and the clothes is one thing, but to see the hairs of humans, which is stripped of them, this really affected us very negatively and very heavily, and made us feel that we must really share this message. We must raise awareness for the Holocaust.
Can you share with us, please, what's written on the sign you are holding right now?
Yes, this is a sign of the grandmother of one of my friends in Israel. And since we did not have our forefathers or mothers lost in the Holocaust, we are commemorating the grandmother of my friend.
Mr. Samir Kosla, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today on this very meaningful occasion. We appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
עד כאן, סוגרים שוק להערב, מזכירים לכם, כל תכני ערוץ הכלכלה, הכל זמין עבורכם באתר הערוץ. אתם מחפשים ערוץ